fellow followers, and welcome to FanZcene, and today I have for you why you should be watching The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs on Shudder. If you're like me and you grew up watching Joe Bob on Monster Vision on TNT, and you've really missed that, and you've missed that type of show, well, it's pretty much back on Shudder in the form of The Last Drive-In, bigger, better than ever before. You get, Joe Bob, all of his wit and wisdom and of his comedy, and you get these great flicks and everything. And, if you've watched my channel, you know that I'm a huge supporter of physical media. And on occasion, I will admit there are some really good shows on streaming, and The Last Drive-In is one of those, and one that I really like. And it doesn't hurt that Joe Bob himself is actually a big supporter of physical media as well. And so far, I've really enjoyed Shudder. I feel like they're very respectful to the fans, and a lot of the stuff that they make and they release, they actually put out on physical media as well, a hard copy of their films and stuff. And they've been putting out some really good stuff lately. And not to mention, they have a lot of 80s horror, and I'm huge into 80s horror. That's like my genre of horror right there. I ain't much for too much modern, but 80s horror is right there where it's at. And from all this stuff they have on their catalog, Joe Bob and on The Last Drive-In, he gets to choose from, and he gets to show these movies that they have, and it's really fun. It's really great time. And you know what? Just here, listen to Joe Bob. Let him explain to you what exactly The Last Drive-In is.
People always say to me, Joe Bob, it's embarrassing. How do I describe The Last Drive-In to my parole officer? Well, here's what I tell mine. We show some new movies, some old movies, some classic movies, some cult movies, some weird foreign movies, some obscure movies, pairing them up in double features that sometimes challenge logic and sanity.
Garbage day!
Then drill down into the heart of those movies by ferreting out background on the filmmakers, background on the way the movies are produced, and we count the number of dead bodies, and sometimes we dance and or sing, and we drink beer and have a lizard named Ernie. And doing all this by interrupting each movie for commercial breaks, even though we don't have any commercials, and inviting guests who sometimes are in the movies.
Now, doesn't that sound like a great show, a great time? I gotta admit, I absolutely love it. And not only do we get Joe Bob and everything, Joe Bob used to, on his old shows, like on Monster Vision, his previous show on AMC, he always had a male girl. Now I think he has the quintessential male girl in Darcy the male girl, who just comes across as this really great person who's really funny, and she brings a whole nother level to the show, and she's like become a really cool sidekick to Joe Bob. And she does all this great cosplay for the movies they're watching, and she's managed to bridge the gap of new fans and old fans of Joe Bob and bring them together in such a way that is really fun and entertaining and interesting to see. And I love watching her and Joe Bob banter with each other. That's really cool, and with the stuff they've done together on the show is just so entertaining. And the movies they show, they're not always great. Sometimes they're stinkers and I don't like them. Sometimes they're great and I love them. But just to see them too, and Joe Bob and all the guests, because they have guests come on, and it's just really fun and entertaining and interesting. And it takes me back to my childhood. It's really great. And not to mention that Darcy herself has put together a Patreon where she's cultivating all these hours of Joe Bob's, from Monster Vision, his AMC show, and all the other shows and stuff that he's done, and interviews, and she's putting it all together and bringing it towards the fans. And if you're interested in that, I will put a link to the Patreon down below for you guys, so you can go check that out. It's really good. She's doing some amazing work over there, and it's so much fun. It's so interactive, so entertaining. And I've got to admit, this season 3 that's going on right now, because it airs Fridays at 9. The season 3 that's going on right now is really, really good. The last couple episodes have been truly great and fun and entertaining. They showed the modern day cult classic batshit crazy movie Mandy, starring Nicolas Cage, which I love. And there's this weird cheddar goblin mac and cheese commercial in that movie, and they sort of did something like that themselves on The Last Drive-In with the chili bandit. It was really funny. This commercial was just done in the vein of the cheddar goblin, and it's so crazy, so fun. And I love the puppeteering and the practical effects in this, and just the absurdity of this commercial that they put together. It was so much fun, so much different, so entertaining. And then not only that, in this past episode, they showed the movie Spookies, which is a 1980s cult classic, that film that's just so bad and so interesting and so intriguing and so confusing in so many different ways. It's just, you have to see it to believe this movie. And they sort of did like this rap music video to wrap up and try to explain the premise of the movie. And it's probably one of my favorite new songs that I've heard. And it's just so well done and so funny, so entertaining, and just crazy. And it's just such a good time. And, you know, my birthday was a couple weeks ago, and, you know, after spending the day with family and everything, it was really great to veg out on a Friday night, because my birthday landed on a Friday, and they showed a Maniac Cop double feature that night, which was so fun. I had so much fun watching that, and this show is really entertaining. It takes me back, and if you're looking to have a really fun Friday night at home at times, you can't go wrong with The Last Drive-In. And if you're looking to, you know, if you're into like the social media side of things, and you want to actually use Twitter for what it was probably intended for when it was first made, before all the loons took it over, tweet along with the show using the hashtag MutantFam and hashtag The Last Drive-In, and you'll have a great time connecting with all these different horror fans and fans across the nation. You know, you just have a good time connecting with them if you're really, like I said, if you're into that social media side. And, you know, Darcy's right there tweeting along with all of you guys. So do that. That's fun. And, you know, just have a really good time. It's really good. Like I said, it airs Fridays at 9 p.m. On Shudder, and they're in their third season right now, and I'm hoping to get more to come. And it's just a fun, great, entertaining throwback. I love it, and that's why I think you guys should be watching it. And, you know, leave me some comments down below what you guys think about this, if you've seen it or if you're interested in it. And I wanted to make this because you know, I like this show, and I like stuff like this, and I like sharing it with my audience. So check it out. Leave me some comments. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you did not like this video, you can go ahead and give it a dislike. That's up to you guys. No hurt feelings here. Share this video out for everybody to see. I thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications wherever you guys are. Have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Get you some pizza, crack open some Lone Star beer, watch you some Last Drive-In, and remember, the drive-in will never die. Godspeed.
I'm not the spooky!